Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Yankee Trace back with another video. How you guys doing today? Hopefully you're doing amazing today on a Sunday. I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be continuing today developing these shorts so you guys can catch stuff like this when you guys, start like looking for position, looking for ideas, developing your own thoughts. Right. So good. Okay. So look, as we spoke earlier, or this is a new video, obviously. Okay. So give me 1 second. So boom. So I was checking the previous video and I see like once it looks kind of blurry when the charge is like kind of too far. Okay, but look. So this is amazing that I just dedicated myself. You just gotta commit when it comes to the instruments that you are trading, such as the one that I trade Go, as you can see, Go, SPX, and NAS. That's the only thing that I need for the whole year. That way I can eat. Trust me, there gonna be a lot of setups. That way you can catch. All right. Don't be thinking that you are missing out. All right. Because sometimes you just put that pressure on yourself and boom, you get but all right. So boom, that day. So yeah. So boom, you could enter here. Look, this is the hourly time frame, right? As we can see. Lower low, lower high, lower low, and then when it breaks, when it at least touch this type of level, the level of 2880, it market most likely can have like some type of reaction. And the most important thing here is in volume when it's, let's say, when New York section kicks, sometimes the market just push it, right? Be aware of the news. If there's news, sometimes like heavy news, such as CPI, FMC, like yeah, um, FOMC, I believe, CPI. There's like three major news that if I'm here and maybe it's 8 o'clock or something, I might think about entering the market because some of that news they just don't respect a structure. Like they can break a structure really quick. So boom. Sorry. So after the market break the lower high, right, and the candle close above, that's when you can enter in the market and put, let's say, your $10, your $20, your $50. But go, if you are a beginner, just make sure you go slow and understand what this is, like, the sentiment of the market. And so boom, make sure you put the stop loss always behind, basically saying, oh, if the market just break this level of 2873, maybe my ideas are wrong, right? And you telling basically the market, hey, take me out of the market. And guess what we are gonna target here? The high, correct? So boom. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's say we put $10 here. We risk $10 to make $20, 1 to 2. You can read over here where it says risk to reward ratio 1 point, like let's say 1 to 2. We're gonna target 1 to 2, okay? Whatever happens. Okay, there you go. Boom. So we're just gonna click. This is like we are back testing, simulating that we are in live charts. Boom. So let's see what happens. All right. So this is moving too slow for me. In reality, it's just for the video because I don't want to take like a 1,000 hours to make this happen, right? So you just gotta catch the idea that I'm trying to tell you, correct? Okay, good. So we are gonna target the high. What is the high? The price is 29.33. That's what we're gonna. What it says in the application, in the app, in the broker, right? It says most of the time SL and TP. SL stands for stop loss, and TP stands for take profit, right? Where it says take profit or TP, you're gonna put these digits 29.33 for TP, and for stop loss, you're gonna put 28.72. This is what I consider support. Support, right? Support is like the market don't wanna break the level below. It doesn't just wanna like continue going below. Whatever that those, let's say if I'm in an uptrend and I see that the market break above this lower high, I call this support, right? So good. So support. Look, I want you to know what all the supports are. Support. Boom. Let me copy this really quick. There you go. Control C. So guess what else is support for me? This is support. Market just reacted, never came back. This is support, right? This is support also. Look, support. Market is not trying to break this level at all, right? So boom. Okay. So check this out. We say TP for 20, 29.33. Let's see what happens, right? One way to know. If market is uptrending, most of the time it's gonna just hit the high, right? And trying to make a new high. That's how the market move. Check this out. Let's see what happens. So boom, TP. The next day, you $10 is converted to what? To $20, right? One to two. So guess what? We got it. Look, as you can see, if you throw a line over here, check this out. You see this high? Just throw a horizontal line there, and you can see that if market close above the previous high, right? For me, it's considered a new high. So what does that mean, Yankee? Okay, it means that the market is making what? Are making new highs. So that means if the market are making new highs, right? Most likely it's gonna come like this. Retrace, take some people that are here that entered the market late to do what? To make new highs, right? That's how the market move, right? So okay, cool. So we got a new high. If the market is making more highs than never before, what are we gonna keep looking for, right? Buys. So the market we ride the trends most of the time. So boom. So in my support area, the only thing that I'm thinking right now, the only thing in my head, I make my money already. Everybody that cash that make their money. Hopefully I'm I didn't microphone check it or nothing, but hopefully I'm recording. But if I made 42 40 minutes talking and I realize I'm not being recorded, bro. I think I'm gonna pass out, right? Okay, anyways, hopefully. Anyways, boom. So, okay, good. We know that after this area, right, market above, react bullish, correct? So I don't want the market to break this level, the level of 28.78 at all. If the market break this level, my bias might change, but everything that is above all this area here for me is the only thing I'm thinking is bias. I run out of breath. Okay, boom. So let's move it forward a little bit. That day I'm just chilling. I'm like, what? I gotta be ready for what? For buys. The market just give me a beautiful thing. And by the way, I call that trade that day. But I did something that I've been learning throughout the whole 2025, which is not to trade out of section. But at that time, back then, I had a small account and I was like, you know what? Whatever. But now, like, I'm following protocol. Now it needs to be done, right? The protocols, and also I have like a bigger account. So every time we shoot, we're gonna make sure we shoot um to the target, correct? Okay, boom. So look what happened that day. I was like, okay. So now in my head, the only thing I'm thinking is I need some bullish structure to keep targeting this high. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And I gotta make sure the market just doesn't break this level, right? Because if it breaks this level, that means after this level, right? At on the second time that the market close below this level, most likely the market is gonna continue bearish, right? Continue like selling. But now in this case, the only thing I'm thinking for now is like I need some bullet structure to continue buying because I know there's a new high, right? It's not that hard, right? Okay, boom. And I'm gonna show you what happened here. Okay, candle close. I see some type of rejection here. Okay, good. That's beautiful. Okay, the market did something amazing. But guess what? Out of session, do you see the what? Really? So do you see like everything white? Everything that is white, it says 6 o'clock. From 6 o'clock, from 6 o'clock, look, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8. Like I'm not even looking at the computer at all. Like I don't watch the computer like at that time. 3 a.m. I'm sleeping. 5 o'clock, I'm still sleeping. I wake up at 6. Sometimes I'll be up like by 5 a.m. It all depends. It all depends because sometimes I'll be like checking the alarms wake me up. I'll be tired sometimes. Anyway, boom. So at this point it's 10 o'clock. I I went to the market that day because like I told you, I used to trade out of section back then and I just realized it just didn't work for me, right? So then as a part of my rule, I just don't trade out of section. But guess what? The market basically is confirmed. One confluence is that I know market have potential to reach the new high is that okay. So look, came from this point, like came bearish from this point to here, right? Made a lower high, made a lower low, and guess what? Broke. Broke the lower high that was here. So everything for me is confirmed. So look, this is bullish. Above above this area, right? Everything above here, from here to here, is bullish. Look, market from after broke this lower high reacted bullish. So basically, what the market did here did the same here. But one of my rules, I just don't take trades out of section anymore. So now I'm waiting in like around 6 o'clock. I'll be up checking what's going on if I'm gonna trade, getting ready, pre-market analysis, checking like the pros and the cons, all the confluences, how much I'm gonna risk, depending on the type of setup that I see. So look, okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. All right. So okay, the market at whatever time was fluctuating and was not giving me business. All right. But check this out. So I'm not interested yet, right? In the market. Okay, boom. I'm like, my thought is, I don't know where the market is right now. I know the market is confirmed, right? At this price action, I can target easy from 1 to 2, right? Or maybe let the market come here, like to these areas of 28, 90, something that makes sense for me to keep buying, right? Whatever the market goes, like somewhere around this area, so it's good for me to target this area because at the end of the day, it's all about also risk management. What do I mean by that? Sorry, risk to reward. Let's say I would love the market to give me like a risk to reward from let's say that the market hit this level. Most likely, I just put my stop loss below this area and target the high. So I'm cool risking, let's say 100 over here. If the market comes to this level, I put 100 right there, right at this. Let's say over here, I'm cool. If this was like in session, right? But it was 1 o'clock, 288. Sorry, 2888. I'm cool. Putting 100, setting on my stop loss somewhere around 2874 and targeting my high. That way, let's say I invest 100 to take how much money? Like almost $300. And that's how it works. So boom. So but let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. So we woke up like around, yeah, 6 o'clock. Okay. So I want you to tell you that it doesn't matter if the market comes, let's say, you can put, let's say, for now, that way you are still in this position. Hold on. So we targeting the high. Okay. So anything that happens here, that's why you got the stop loss for a reason. I see that some people when the trade is like fluctuating here, right? They just panic, bro. You don't need to panic, bro. It's okay. Like when they see their money negative, they be like, "Whoa, I'm gonna lose, bro." If you lose, like it's not the end of the world. But that's why we have the stop loss at a level. We have the stop loss at a level that we know if market hit um this price, I just don't wanna be part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta be thinking. Like if the market just see this level, like I'm cool. Like I accept the risk. I accept already the L. Even myself, when I enter the position, when I enter the trade in my hand, let's say if I'm risking $500, $300, whatever amounts I'm risking for the day, right? In my hand, I'm like, in my head, I know it's a good opportunity, but that helped me a lot in profitable traders. That's the same way they think. All right, they accept the loss or they accept whatever amount they gonna lose. They accept it first. That way, let's say worst case scenario, they lose, bro. Nothing happened. You just move on to the next. At the end of the day, the way we gotta think about this trading stuff, it's not like, oh, I lose this day, today I lose tomorrow. You gotta see this at least every month, a monthly thing. Let's say you took out, like I said, we don't trade every day, but let's say out of the whole month, you took, let's say, 8 trades, 7 trades, 5 trades. Let's say you won three, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do some math. Even though we don't like, I don't like math at all. You know, like math is math problems, right? Who likes to solve problems? Nobody. But we gotta solve these problems at least, right? Okay, boom. Okay, let's do this. So let's say you put 5 position out of the whole month. That's how you gotta be thinking. Okay, whatever amount you put. Okay, so 5 position positions. Okay, L- let's be realistic. At the beginning, you won't have like a lot of wins, but let's say you won 3 wins, right? 3 wins. This is how the game is. Um, and the risk to reward was let's call it, let's be realistic. Let's call it 1 to 2. All right, but we always try to target like 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5. But let's say you guys call it 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. Let's call it 1 to 3. That's most, usual. That's the that can happen usual, right? Here. Okay, 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Risk to reward. Risk. Okay, risk to reward. Okay, boom. Okay, so 3. You want basically. Okay, so 3, right? Which is let's say you risk 100. So if you reach 100, right, to win 300. Okay, 300. And you won 3 times, right? And you won 3 times. It's equal to how much? 900, right? Okay, boom. 900 equal. Okay. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. And let's be realistic. Worst case scenario. Watch this. Just watch this. You lose 3, hypothetically. Hypothetically, right? Okay. Loss 3. 3 losses, right? So basically, you lose 3 times 100. 100, right? And basically, you have times 3 is 300, right? 3 losses. So look, guess who is still up, even though you win ratio is 50%. So if you lose 300 and you won 900, 1, 2, 3, my brother, look, you're still up $600. And most of the time you won't lose 3 times, right? The way that I'm telling you to take this position, you won't lose at all. You won't lose so many times like that. But let's say you lost 3, right? Anybody can have a bad month. Look, it's still you up by $600, correct? So this is the total. Okay, you total profit, total profit. Okay, so 600. You're still up, even though um your win ratio is 50%, right? 3 wins, 3 lose. That means it's 50. You win rate. You're still up, All right. So look, I'm gonna set you in a predicament where you gonna be like up. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna end up like I'm not scared at all. Like we know what we're doing, right? So look, that day I was in my head, I was like, okay, good. So everything is bullish, even though like I'm not FOMOing or nothing because the thing is out of session I have practiced so much go Nasdaq and sometimes if you enter here, let's say out of session, sometimes for the market out of session is so easy to let's say even a spike out. A spike out is when the price come, take you out of the position and then continue going, right? But sometimes they just come, take you out for being undisciplined, and that happens a lot. You guys can check and everything. Okay, the market comes to this price, boom, take you out at 20, let's say, come to this price 28.70, and then the price close, let's say somewhere around here, and then you lost your money because you are being undisciplined. But now us, the disciplined people, we're gonna take the money from the market because we are being rewarded for being so disciplined and doing treating trading as a business, right? So the market is just looking for people, to exploit their talent. You should like cooperate your talent and come here and do this job. But you gotta be disciplined, write your rules. Um, I'm gonna help you out like with everything that I do. I make money. I be consistent with the charts, no cap, right? So that's why I'm here teaching you because like I'm so confident that we're gonna make it that I gotta pass the blessing to all the brothers, to all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? All right. So guess what? That day, instead of taking position here, 28, 28.94, I should wait it for like the same thing I'm doing right now. I should wait it for position. Sorry, for the market to open. And you see at this price, when if market's fluctuating, everything is confirmed. So that means the market is just ready to make the move. I'm here targeting the high and my stop loss. Look, you see the support? That's another confirmation that is telling me. That's another confluence that is telling me. Market is not trying to like come to this break this level at all. The market, look, it just retreats. Look, lower low, lower high, lower low. It just don't wanna continue like breaking lows. Anything from here to here, right? You just can target the TP, which is the high. I caught that trade. That day the market consolidated. Let me see. Okay, we got like I don't know why everything is flying now. Look, I got like in my head I got like 5 minutes here, and look, it's like 30 minutes already gone. Okay, boom. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Ooh, come on. Break. There you go. Cash again. There's no way we're gonna fail, bro. I'm telling you, there's no way. So look, we got money here also. Money, everything is money. Look, everything, even though we didn't take that, but look what happened here. I explain you this setup. When I told you break of a structure, look, break of this lower high, and then you can take position to the high. Correct? Okay, anyways, so look. So boom, we have two. We got like four right there, right? And no lose, yeah. No lost. Let me fast forward a little bit because okay, okay. That day I was just chilling, and this is how I take trades. Look, watch. So remember, marking my. Okay, boom. So let's put it right here. 0.5. Everything above this level, and you guys know the market made a new high. I had caught that trade also. Look, this is my support. You gotta mark this. So hold my fault. So high. So for me, I don't wanna see market breaking this level over here. This support level. Okay, so support. S- That way, I'm I'm waiting for something like this again. Something like this to keep, sorry, to keep buying. I wanna see break of a structure or maybe a double top or double bottom. Maybe you guys don't know double what a double bottom is yet, but you guys will know everything that I look in the markets. So look, I was just there chilling, you know what I'm saying? Waiting for something to show me what the market wants to do. Hopefully you guys are seeing what's going on right now. So I was just chilling that day and boom, this is what happened. I don't know if you guys can see it, but look. So everything is gonna come eh, when you are back testing too much, everything is gonna it broke the level over here. Broke the lower high, making a new high. The market came again, right? And made this and it tells me that the market is ready. So I enter right there. Look, I enter right there in the spot. I don't care what happened here because I really put, and that day, I remember I had like my stop loss. It was gonna stop me out, but it be like that. But most of the time, I just don't put the stop loss right here, like at the support area because he can retest the support to continue going, right? So I put like my stop loss here, and I believe it was like a 1 to 1.5 setup, but I was cool with that, right? Instead of entering here, you guys can enter here, but like I don't suggest that. Like most of the time, if I'm buying, I enter at the right time. I enter at the right time because let's say if you guys are waiting for the market to fluctuate a little bit to this area to the support area, most of the time market just leave you and you are like waiting for the market to come to this support area and the market just shoots up. I enter most of the time. I enter at my confirmation candle. For me, the confirmation candle will be 9 o'clock, right? And I put my stop loss here, and I will start getting the high, just like that. Boom, I make money there. So look, I'm not scared. Boom. That day I was just chilling. I was chilling, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, I enter here if I'm not mistaken, because look, but over there it was cool also, but this was like a good to go trade. But look what it did. The market didn't was like weak in here and everything. So you just gotta follow price action and what the price wants to do. That's how I make money, boy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good. Come on, give me my money. Look, you can see the market's not trying to break that level at all. Market's not trying to break that level, but you gotta also put the stop loss where it's supposed to be at. You know, you got it. Boom. If you are thinking that the market is going to freaking 3,000, you are being put. You know why? Because it just came to the high and took everybody out. You know what I'm saying? If you think the market, you are targeting like somewhere around here, the market, and you acting greedy, the market is just gonna take all your money back, and that's how it gonna go, right? That's how it gonna go. So you gotta do it right from point A to point B, from point A to point B for now, right until you develop some other habits so you can trade a little bit more. So look, you already got another one there, targeting the high, right? Okay, so that's that. So in this case, as you can see, right? I put I told you guys, do you guys remember what trading zone is from the one first videos, from the second videos? So after the market gave you your money and the market start like fluctuating, like moving in this price, it's basically taking everybody that just don't know how to trade, right? That taking everybody that is not from this group, and that's what we call we just chilling because the market won't take us out because we know that in this area from 29.55 and 29.23 we're not trading, we're not looking for trade no more. Either two things can happen: either the market break above one time and we the second time we are ready to target the high, or right, give me 1 second, the second time we ready to target the high, or the market break one time, retrace, and we are ready to target the second time. And that's how we do it here. All right. Okay. Sorry, do you guys understand? All right. So guys, um yeah, I'm locked in today, so it's 7 o'clock. I definitely wanted to um I will develop everything. It's gonna make sense like in a couple of, you know, trading days as the days goes by, you guys will be able to understand what I'm talking about. Highs, lows, a structure, break of a structure, you guys will just nail it. And in my group, the only rich person won't be me. They're gonna be like a couple of guys within my group, just like Sai, my boy Sai. There's a couple of people that I've seen that just hit 100K, and 100K is like nothing for them. Have you seen those 18 years old and they drive that Ferrari, that McLaren, all type of cars, right? They drive all type of cars, and not you, but some other people with limiting belief, they don't even believe that you can make it? How are they gonna believe that you can make a whole lot of money when they have 2,000 years working for a company and they are making $500 um every every month, right? Not every month, but every week. So they're making 2,000 in a month. And how are you as a person? How are you gonna be? Only they are like your family members, or anybody, just you know those type of conversations, trying to avoid with those people who have limiting beliefs that don't even understand, like, well, you know what I'm saying, like, well, what ideas you have. I don't. If you don't have like a nice mindset where you can believe like that anything is possible in this world, probably I won't speak about my ideas with you. You know what I'm saying? Because most likely you're gonna come up with some crazy shit to discourage myself. Most of the time I just be by myself and in my group of people that know that it's possible, that know that 100K is not, that it's possible to have 100K quick, you know, 100K, 200K. They know that it's possible with hard work, dedication. You guys can make it. With that being said, guys, thank you for being here. You already know. I see you when I see you. Peace.